you stand alone. The doors have closed. The voices that once welcomed you have fallen silent. At first, rejection stings like an open wound. But it is in this silence that you must learn your greatest lessons. You are not here to lament the loss of approval. You are here to forge yourself into something stronger. First, accept what is beyond your control. People will reject you. This is not an insult. It is a truth of existence. You are not entitled to anyone's acceptance, nor do you need it to be whole. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. What they think, what they say, how they treat you, this belongs to them, not you. Your suffering begins only when you allow their rejection to shape your self-worth. Let them go, and in doing so, free yourself. Second, use rejection as a mirror, not a verdict. When a door shuts in your face, do not curse the door. Instead, reflect. Ask yourself, what can I learn? Perhaps there is something to improve. Perhaps you must refine your skills, adjust your approach, or even change your path. Seneca tells us, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. This pain is sharpening you. This denial is pointing you toward a greater version of yourself. Do not be bitter. Be better. The better. Third, cultivate absolute self-reliance. If everyone turns away, what remains? You. And that is enough. You are not dependent on external validation. You are not an empty vessel needing others to fill you. Epictetus states, no man is free who is not master of himself. Make yourself your own foundation, investing your mind, your body, and your spirit. Be so complete within yourself that the world's rejection becomes irrelevant. When you no longer need acceptance, you will walk through life with unshakable confidence. Fourth, embrace the path of resilience. Every rejection you endure is a step forward, not backward. The weak are shattered by rejection. The strong are refined by it. Do not complain. Do not wallow. Simply persist. If one door closes, knock on another. If they turn you away today, return tomorrow stronger. History remembers those who refuse to yield. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before creating the light bulb. He saw each failure not as a defeat, but as a step toward success. So must you. Never stop. Fifth, detach from external judgments. Others will always have opinions, but their voices do not dictate your worth. If they reject you, let them. If they doubt you, let them. Your path is yours alone. Do not seek validation. Instead, seek excellence. Focus on mastering your craft, strengthening your mind, and walking your path with integrity. If you are disturbed by external things, it is not the things that disturb you, but your judgment of them. Marcus Aurelius writes, the moment you stop allowing their rejection to define you, you become untouchable. Sixth, understand that rejection redirects you toward better opportunities. When one door closes, another often opens, but only if you have the clarity to see it. Many great figures faced rejection before finding their true calling. J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before finding success. Had she surrendered to rejection, the world would never have known Harry Potter. Trust that your path is still unfolding, and that rejection may be pushing you towards something greater. Seventh, develop an unwavering sense of purpose. When you are rejected, return to your why. Why are you doing this? What is your mission? When your purpose is strong enough, rejection loses its power over you. A Stoic does not waver when the world turns away. He presses on because his path is clear. Seneca teaches us, if a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Anchor yourself in your purpose, and rejection will only strengthen your resolve. Eighth, let rejection fuel your growth. Every setback holds a lesson, Instead of letting rejection weaken you, use it as fuel. Improve yourself, refine your craft, and rise above those who turned you away. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, but used that rejection to push himself beyond all limits. He became one of the greatest athletes in history because he turned rejection into motivation. Do the same. Use every rejection to propel yourself forward. 9th, cultivate inner peace. Rejection disturbs only those who allow it to. A Stoic remains calm in the face of adversity. If you find yourself rattled by rejection, return to your breath, return to stillness. Meditate on the impermanence of all things. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, if rejection will not matter in the grand scheme of life, why let it unsettle you now? 10th, remember that rejection is temporary, but your growth is permanent. The pain of rejection fades, but the strength you gain from overcoming it stays with you forever. The greatest figures in history were all rejected at some point, but they persevered. If you do the same, you will look back one day and see rejection not as a wound, but as a gift. You will realize that every rejection prepared you for something greater, and in that realization, you will find freedom. You have been rejected, yes, but rejection is not your enemy, it is your teacher. Each no sharpens you. Each closed door redirects you. You do not need acceptance to be strong. You do not need validation to be great. You need only yourself, your resilience, and your unshakable commitment to your purpose. The world may reject you, but you will not reject yourself.